Did you know there was a time people killed twins in Nigeria because they believed twins were evil? They thought that when twins were born, one of them was a child of the devil. But since they couldn't tell which one of them came from the devil, both babies had to be killed or abandoned in the forest to starve to death. And the mothers of these babies were often banished from their communities, left with no home, no help, and no hope. Giving birth to twins became every woman's nightmare. But then, one white woman risked her life to end this evil practice. Her name was Mary Slessor. Mary was a Scottish missionary who always believed God was calling her to Africa. At age 27, her dream finally came true. She was sent by the missionary board in Duketown to a place called Calabar, Nigeria. But Calabar was not just a place that needed the gospel, it was a place many missionaries were too afraid to go. This was where twin babies were killed, where wives were killed to serve their dead husbands in the afterlife, where servants were buried with kings, and violence could erupt at any moment. But Mary went anyway and did something no one would dare do. She learned to speak the local language of the Calabar people. She traded her Scottish clothing for what the local women wore and walked barefoot into villages where the name of Jesus had never been heard. She lived among them. She earned their trust, cared for their sick, and learned their ways. Mary began rescuing abandoned babies, raising the children as her own. She introduced trade, which opened doors to peace and better relationship between tribes. She began settling disputes and was eventually appointed a tribal judge. But Mary didn't just stop there. She moved deeper into more dangerous territory to the Azo people. Though they rejected the gospel at first, Mary's love, sacrifice, and consistency won them over. Eventually, an entire village gave their lives to Christ. She spent over 40 years in Nigeria, fell ill many times, and had to return to Scotland for treatment more than once. But she always came back. In 1915, shortly after the start of the World War I, Mary died in Calabar at the age of 66 from malaria. But her legacy lives on. She is remembered as the woman who helped end the killing of twins in Nigeria and as a bold missionary who spread the gospel of Jesus Christ's love. Today, many roads, buildings, and monuments are named after her, especially in Calabar, and will forever remember her for her courage, compassion, and unshakable faith. If you want to know more about Africa, follow me right now. Ogadi, tomorrow.